Started then. Hello. Ready to have something talked about your piece at the very least? Since this is my first time doing this, we will see if I can make myself make sense. But yeah, anyway. This is Virgo Ferre's art piece, and I'm gonna try and critique it and give some feedback on things that can be improved. And you want me to focus on like poses and anatomy and perspective, right? Okay. So, first off, the perspective seems pretty okay. Like maybe it's been made a bit like low, which means that even though I think it's mostly correct the way the legs are foreshortened, it just may seem kind of stumpy because of how low the perspective is. Like, depending how you're looking at this fireplace, it's very low. But I don't think it's that bad. Now, one thing I quickly just wanna fix. Let's just add a little more space here. That hand very close to the edge. I know it's very long, but whatever. Now, you said that you thought it ended up kind of stiff, and I can see what you mean. Now, as far as both for anatomy and poses in general, it's always good to have a reference. Now, I would have preferred if I could find an image on the internet, but I couldn't find one that suited my purpose, so I had to use myself. I don't like having my random images on the internet, especially like reference photos, because they are weird. But I censored my face, so here we have this amazing. Maybe I should bring it up big. Look at that. What a masterpiece. So, what I'm gonna do is pretty much try and see if I can fix the poses. Oh, and like, just in case it's not clear, that's both me. I just stitched together two photos. But if we just lower the opacity a bit, and then let's see what we can do. First I have to figure out what if I should use my normal sketch pencil or if it's better to. Yeah. Oh yeah, speaking of pencils, like this is, as you can probably tell, it's a traditional piece and it's made with color pencils, as far as I can tell. So, I mean, I can't help much with that. But since this is focused on the anatomy, that, you know, doesn't change no matter what medium. So let's see what we can do. First up is this woman's head. First thing I'm noticing is that profiles is very hard to do there. Most artists struggle. But her forehead seems to be slightly small. One thing to remember, both when you're drawing, no matter if you're drawing from the side or from the front, the eyes are in the middle of the head. So her eyes are way too high. They should be down here instead. And it seems like her jaw is sticking out a bit too much. Let's see. We have some collarbones here. Also, I'm gonna focus on the expressions a bit afterwards when I've gotten the full figure in. Now, compared to the original image, in my reference I'm sitting up a bit straighter, since that seems more natural. It's always important to draw through your figure when you're sketching. That way you don't end up with weird limbs that don't connect. Like, for example, if you look here, like, clearly the leg, it's supposed to go down here. But because of the way these folds are drawn, it kind of looks like it's supposed to come out, the foot is supposed to come out here. So that's something that will need to be fixed. So, let's see. Probably need to be leaning back a bit more. I hope I'm making sense. Please tell me if I'm speaking nonsense. So, now we have the hips and the waist down here. Now again, I think my couch that I was sitting on is a bit higher than this tree trunk, but I'm just gonna draw it as it looked there. So we have pelvis coming down, and then this leg is mostly up, and then we have the foot. And again, I'm drawing out the legs even though I'm going to be covering it up, because that's how you figure out how the folds will go. do it less detailed, but I'm still gonna draw it. So the foot is coming down here. Oh no, this is... Go away, Steve, it's embarrassing. Sorry, very scribbly. But yeah, basically in the original image, the legs look kind of stumpy compared to the torso, or the torso was too long, so I'm trying to fix that. We're getting somewhere. And again, I know you're normally work traditionally, so you can't just easily adjust things that are like I'm doing, but you know, it is what it is. Now let's focus on this guy over here. Also, first off, I mean, I know he's supposed to be bigger than her, but his head seems a lot bigger than hers too, and like that he's not that much bigger than her. So probably have to shrink that a bit. Just compare it to her head to see. Yeah, see how much bigger it is, and I already shrank it a bit. Though she could do with a bit more chin. That seems more like they're maybe different heights, but you know, they're still both adult humans. So that's something here. Now his pose I changed even more in the when I was making the reference, because that just seemed like a more natural way of sitting. Like I tried to stick close to the original poses, but like also do what was like most natural way of sitting. And now of course comes the thing where I have to take into account that I am not a big dude, a burly man, so I have to, you know, use the reference as a guide, but I have to draw it differently because I'm smaller than him and I'm built differently. But if anyone has any questions and want me to explain myself better, feel free to drop it in the comments. I don't know how muscular he's supposed to be, but I'm just gonna give him a little. Relaxing. As long as it's not super boring, that's something. Just gonna ignore that for now. I think I'm gonna have to. Well, that's good. I think I'm gonna have to move up this stump just a bit. Oh, that sounds nice. You know, I like the type of thing where you're hanging out with people, but you're just kind of doing your own things. Like, excuse me if this is not the best thing I've ever drawn, like. Totally made his legs too short too, didn't I? Like, I want to follow, you know, the original drawing, but also that makes it harder to draw things the way I want to. So, kind of trial and error this thing. But again, this is my first time doing stuff like this, so please bear over with me. Too steep of an angle. Lastly, the most difficult thing when drawing two people interacting, the places where they're actually touching each other. Now, in the original, her arm seems a bit long, but again, stuff like this is tough to draw. So the elbow should probably come to about here. And then we have the arm going more up. And then I think I actually drew it a bit too far away. Yeah, I think one of the things that made, I think the reason her arm ended up being so long is because she's not sitting close enough to him to compensate. The arm ended up being too long. So now that they're closer, down here. I'm gonna come back to the hands because I can't be bothered to draw them properly right now. But yeah, we have something like this. I think I need to redraw it. This is looking weird. Nice trying to teach that about anatomy, and then fluttering about, not being sure what we are doing yourself. That's nice. That's lovely. Maybe we can let his head be a bit bigger if he's leaning slightly forward. I don't know if did this actually help? Yeah. Okay, so let's just quickly do a little. side by side. Yeah, I think it's a bit better, isn't it? Like, at least the legs I think are still a bit wonky, but you know, especially with the arms and stuff, it seems better. Now, let's try and focus a bit on the faces. You said their relationship was complicated and there was a bit of tension between them. But this is not coming very clearly across right now. Let's see. She's looking at him and not at the wound, but he's kind of look like he's just avoiding looking at her. So let's see if we can't continue along that path. Thank you. But also, hopefully you could tell what I was like doing. Yeah, I think, you know what, I think I'm gonna scale this up so yeah, it's easier to see what I'm doing. She's looking that way. In the original, her face is very neutral, but they're supposed to have just been through a battle, probably being kind of exhausted. Maybe make her eyebrows seem a bit more tense. But the eye is still kinda... We're gonna try and make it subtle. Also, obviously, I'm mostly drawing this in my own style, but hopefully the intention still comes across. So again, we have the nose going out. Also, the nostril seems to be in a bit of a weird position in the original. It needs to be a bit more in. yeah, like the ears seem to be, compared to the eyes and nose, they're in the correct position here, but because the forehead is too small, they end up looking weird. But it is correct that they are supposed to line up with the corner of the eye and the bottom of the nose. So that's right. Just because something else was off, they ended up looking kind of off. And now we have neck going here. Now I've made the chin portion too small. Did I overcompensate? Yeah, drawing a face in profile is hard. I'm trying my best. Whoops. We got spam bot. Let me just get rid of that. Why is it I can never remember from time to time how we're supposed to do this? Ah. Ah, there we go. Right, back to the drawing. I'm just making the eye flat dot for now, so it's easier to see. Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe a little bit clearer what's going on. I hope you think that's an improvement. And now for this guy's face. I feel like I should be talking about something, but I don't really know what to say about something like this. I'm just drawing a face. see if I can attempt to make this look like the original character. So he seems to pretty pronounced feature, like his brow, his cheeks, cheekbone, stuff like that. Seems to be pretty. Again, I think it's to get some tension between them. I think it works fine that he's kind of looking past her. If you can kind of get it across, he's not looking at her on purpose. Again, I think what's mostly wrong with the original is that the eyebrows are very neutral. So the whole thing lacks tensions because of that. And it looks like his nose maybe has been broken. Also, the mouth is very neutral. Like, she's cleaning his wounds. Shouldn't she be like biting the pain or something like that? Can't figure out what I want either. No. Yeah, subtle expressions are hard to do. I think we're getting somewhere. Yeah, I mean, I totally get that. Like, I really like when people really exaggerate facial expressions, but I never tend to go that far because I feel like the characters, don't look like themselves then. But yeah, like, expression is usually something I'm fiddling around with a lot when in my own drawings before I'm satisfied. Well, but I'm not liking what I'm drawing either. Like, what the hell is this? Can't figure out how I want to draw his eyes. Let's try something different. Instead of him looking kinda over here, let's have him try and look away. Eh. I think I've probably made his face a bit too broad compared to that. Trial and error. I think, unfortunately, most of that comes down to practice. But I guess also if you have seen someone draw face a way you like, you can try and incorporate that into how you draw it. And I guess also try and keep in mind like what feel you want your character to have. Like in this case, you know, he has many sharp features, so keep remembering when you're trying to draw him that you want him to be sharp. So don't draw too many rounded edges. Then it's gonna, you know, the intention is not come across. Like, keep in mind what your intention is. I feel like it's the best I can do, thing I can. And like, if you're trying to, you know, keep a character consistent, again, that's also a good thing to keep in mind. Like, yeah, his chin is squared, but it's not super broad. So if you're drawing him from a different angle, you can't suddenly give him like a brick jaw. I can't talk. Brick jaw. Like, keep the general feel of the character in mind when you're drawing them. Other than that, I am afraid it's mostly practice. Now he kind of looks annoyed. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. yeah, that too. You can figure out how far you can push the face without it breaking, without it stop looking like them. But yeah, something like this. And if we try and shrink it down again and plop it onto their bodies. Oh, wait. When did the music stop? Oh well. Do you want me to try and quickly add clothes and hair on top of it? Or maybe I should try and fix the hands first. Okay, that's not gonna be particularly helpful because my camera was shit and overexposed the hell I did. But yeah, references are always good, but they're especially good when you're drawing hands because that shit is weird. And of course you can't see the hand in the original, so I'm just gonna make something up. I'm sorry, I usually don't, my sketches are usually pretty rough and then I just clean it up when I ink it. Right. Starting to come together, isn't it? Let's quickly try and add some clothes, I guess. I tend to keep this layer separate, but of course if you're working traditional you can't do that. I guess we should just quickly put in the... And again I made the setting on a bit bigger. So it's a pretty straightforward dress. Always keep in mind with wrinkles that they follow, you know, the body underneath. And now we can use the amazing blanket skirt I made. I'm not gonna bother with the sword, okay? I don't feel like doing that. bit of a intense widow's peak going on.
JMKM, oh yeah, that's him.
Is he wearing a belt? I can't tell. I don't think so. Oh, right. It's supposed to be rolled up. Probably end up having her feeling way too high up on the arm, but it's fine. Everything is fine. I totally know what I'm doing. Some boots. Yeah, that's... I think that's... pretty much it.
I know.
Just... yeah, that's that's that is it for me, I think. Unless there's anything else you wanna ask while I'm still here. And did this help at all, or was I just doing my own thing without it being obvious why I was doing the things I'm doing? If you want, I can send you this sketch if you want to use it for reference or something. Also, I can probably upload the recording of this to YouTube because the recordings on Twitch only last for 2 weeks. So if you, I don't know, want to go back to it. But for now, I think I'm done and I'm gonna call it a day. Thanks for the people who joined, and I'll thank you for watching, and I'll see how it goes next time, if I can make myself even more clear. But it was fun. It was nice to have, you know, something to talk about while I was drawing. So I'm definitely gonna keep trying doing this for again. But yeah, bye bye for now.